So GROW model is an acronym. Acronym means first letters of the word. So first is goal. Goal.
First letter.
GROW. 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 Goal. Reality. Options. And will. Now you can change this, you can do whatever you want, but you will understand from each of them what is what. Like the goal, first the person you ask what do you want, what is your goal, what we will work on in this session or in the next 5 to 10 sessions. So they decide what they want and they write it down. Then what is your present situation, reality? What is your present situation? Where are you now? What do you have? What are your resources? What have you learned? What are the obstacles? The next is options. What options do you have? What are the possibilities to achieve this goal? And the last is will. What are you willing to do? The last actually is not will, but it's action. But anyway, because it's GROW, so it's will. What you are willing to do, what action you are willing to take. And so in my Gita model, I have goal, ideas, tests, and action. There is always one word in the acronym that doesn't really fit in, so you have you have like tests. This is obstacles actually, but I had to change it into tests because you cannot say Gioa, but I wanted Gita. It also reminds me of the Bhagavad Gita. So we put tests and last action, goal, ideas that will help you to achieve the goal. What tests or obstacles you have to overcome or pass, and what action will you take. So when you have this basic structure, you can actually approach every session with this. Now tools are not the goal. Tools you only use. And later you don't have to use the tools and you don't have to go in this sequence, goal, options. You can start with any of these. You can start with action, you can start with options. You don't have to strictly follow this sequence. And later you can do your coaching more spontaneously, more intuitively. But it's good to have a structure and it's good to follow it at least for some time so that you can get accustomed and you know what are you doing with the client. You can have a talk, like devotees are talking, oh please give me advice, but this is not very effective. If you have a structure, okay, what is the goal of this session? Well, what do you want to take away from this session? I want to take away a clear plan how to achieve this goal, for example. And then you work during the session on this. Then I want to have ways to daily inspire myself to work on this goal. They may say this also, like your client or devotee you're working with. Then, so you establish first the goal of the session, and also the goal goal of the session doesn't have to be the same as their goal. Like for example, their goal is to go to India, but goal of the session is to discuss how to collect money. So it's not the same goal, but it's connected. This is connected to the goal. So goal of the session is how to collect money for India, but his goal is to go to India, to go to pilgrimage. So you establish the goal, and then if you like to follow the Gita model, then okay, what ideas do you have to achieve this goal? And then he can say, well, I can ask my parents to give me money, I can work, I can ask some people to give me a donation. So, just list all the ideas how you can achieve this goal. Then, what obstacles you need to overcome to achieve this goal. So there is two kinds of obstacles, internal and external. So they first have to overcome internal obstacles like fear of failure, lack of confidence, no faith that I can go to India, I don't believe I can make it. So different things like this. These are internal obstacles. Then external obstacles are maybe you cannot get a job, maybe nobody will give you a donation, maybe your parents don't want you to go to India and they don't want you to give money. So these are external obstacles. So you list everything and always ask them to write it down. And then, okay, what is action do you want to take? And they say, I want to do this, try this. And you ask them, what is the first step? What is the second step? What is the third step? At least first 3 steps, they define it. And in this way you have a simple but very powerful structure how to help them work on their goals. So this is one thing you can do with your clients. Another thing you can do is to help them to reorganize their whole life. And I think we spoke about this a little bit in our talks online. You teach them how to organize their life by using this weekly planner. To use weekly planner, you need to design your personal mission statement, then define your key roles in life, and then set goals in those roles. And then here, during every week, you work on those goals. Of course, apart from these goals, you have other things that you are doing every day, but this also can be your daily goals, like you have sadhana, morning program. Personal mission statement is like your constitution, it's like your philosophy of life, your, statement of purpose. For example, my mission statement is nurturing devotee success with Gita, or with the wisdom of the Gita. It's a short version, I have a longer version also, which describes in more detail. So, when you have a mission statement, it helps you always to get inspired, what you want to do, then to have a direction, which way you want to go, and to have clarity. Always you have clarity. Roles, so this is something that will help them, it's like compass for their life. They have a compass, this mission statement. Of course, when you develop your mission statement, you will see the benefits and you will be convinced that this will help my clients also. Then key roles. First role, self-renewal. You take care of yourself. How? You take care of your body, mind, heart and spirit. So you take care of yourself in 4 areas. Then you will be able to fulfill other roles. You can have a role as a devotee, as a coach, as a son, maybe as a partner if you have a girlfriend or wife or husband. Maybe you have some very important friendship, so you're a friend of somebody. So you define these roles and then you set weekly goals in these roles. For let's say the role as a devotee, your weekly goal is to improve your sadhana and you want to have this morning program. You know, reading in the morning, chanting in the morning, and you mark it here. And in this way, in every role, you set goals and block time here. And then later you can organize other things around these main goals. But you teach them to organize around their priorities. And here is also 6 steps and little explanation how to organize your week. And there is a whole book about it. It's called Put First Things First. It describes in more detail how to work with your priorities. Here we have already described this: connect with your mission, review your roles, identify your goals, organize the week, and then show sincerity in the moment of choice. Now, of course, if you start using this for your weeks, it will be easier for you to teach them this and to help them to work on their lives. So you can also learn this. It's good for you to learn. And there is 6 steps here. already spoke about 4 steps. Then show sincerity, integrity in the moment of choice. That means you do it. You say, I will do it, and you do it. And then evaluate. Very important to review your week. Okay, how have I done? Like, for example, now is the middle of the week, but on Sunday evening or on Monday morning, you can think about what you have done this week and see, okay, am I living my mission? Am I fulfilling my roles? Am I achieving my goals? And then how can I do better next week? So in this way, you give them a structure, how to think about their life, and this helps them have greater focus. And by teaching this, by encouraging people to use this, you actually also encourage yourself to have a better structure and to use this. Mm-hmm. And it's good for you. So these are 2 simple ways how you can start, and then slowly you can develop your own tools, your own favorite quotes, inspirational quotes for people, and things like that. And coaches charge a lot. They sometimes, I don't know how much you can charge. You can see how much coaches charge per hour in Slovenia, but in other countries they charge between 50 and 250 euro per hour. So you can charge for this, but first you have to know, you have to learn, get some training, learn how to coach, and this is the beginning of your training or coaching, and practice a lot. You can learn something, and maybe for a month or 2 months, read from the books, get inspired, and then you can ask your friends to be like a client, and you coach them. You tell them, okay, come to me with a problem, come to me with a goal, and we can work on this. Mm-hmm. Every problem can be turned into a goal. Somebody has a goal, a problem, so what's the goal? The goal is to find a solution. So if they come with some problem, for example, they come to you and say, I have no money to go to India and I would really like to do it. And they say, this is my problem. And you say, no, this is not a problem. You can just set a goal that let me collect money for India and get the visa. And they say, oh, nice. I thought it was a problem, but you say it's a goal. So you always turn the goal, the problem into a goal, and then it becomes an opportunity. So as a coach, basically you are helping people to achieve their goals, but you also have to sometimes help them to define their goals, because sometimes they don't know what they want. Mm-hmm. So you help them to decide what they want, to choose what they want in different areas of their lives, and then help them to make a plan. So you help them with a few things. One is to choose what they want, then make a plan and take action. And of course you have to remove obstacles also. So we may say there is 4 steps. Choose what they want, make a plan, remove obstacles, and take action. And then you have a structure. This is also one structure. I just gave you these 4 points. Also one structure you can always work with. Maybe it's most simple to start with for you. But there is outside, I mean, I have like millions of books on coaching. There is so many things you can learn from people, because people outside, because they want to enjoy this world, they have developed systems how to achieve their goals. And you have heard they say you can achieve any goal you want, you just have to believe and you have to take action, and you attract people and resources for achieving your goals. So our understanding is a little bit different than New Age teachers, success teachers and New Age teachers. We know that God is also in the play. So he also is he's the main factor of success. And Bhagavad Gita explains 5 factors of action, and one of them is the super soul. So if you read self-help books, you will not find this factor very much. You will not find it at all. You find you develop determination, desire, practice, develop skills, clarity. But we know that actually we can develop all this, but if the super soul is not approving, then we will not be successful. But also there is this other extreme where devotees use Krishna as an excuse. Oh, if Krishna wants, I'm waiting for Krishna. How long you're waiting? For 20 years. I'm waiting for Krishna to, show me what he wants me to do. So I say, well, good luck. You can wait another 20 years. So I encourage devotees to choose what they want. You choose what you want. You don't wait for anything. Because you have your spirit soul, that means you have desires, and that means you can choose. And then some clients are not serious, so you don't waste time. They waste your time, you waste their time. If they're not serious to work on their goals, that they're late for the sessions, then you tell them, sorry, I don't want to work with you, I cannot work with you, you find somebody else. You take clients that are serious and clients that you can help. There is some clients you cannot help. I just had a client just today that I couldn't help, and I sent him to a devotee who I believe can help him, because he has some emotional problems or some blocks, like. So I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a psychic, I can't see these things so well. And I told him, when you finish with her, then come to me and we can work on your goals and your removing obstacles and developing confidence and things like this. And then she already helped 2 of my clients, and they came back to me later. One came back, one didn't, so I don't know if he was okay. And we continued, but they needed this kind of help, like psychic or psychological help first, and then so you will develop intelligence to see, oh, this person I cannot help, so I send them to somebody else. And it's good if you have somebody to send them. You have some other devotee who I can suggest somebody to you, if for example, if they have these emotional blocks or something. And then they can come back to you for this kind of work, more simple coaching work, like training. So this also you need to be able to recognize. And then also it's very good to coach yourself with all these tools. Use these questions, use this 4 and this. You have. I'm giving you now three systems. Use them for yourself. See how they work for you. Are they helpful for you? Write down things. Write down your goals. Follow up. The key to success is follow up. We can make a wonderful plan, but if you don't follow up, there will be no results. So in coaching, we always encourage action. Without action, there is no results. But to get to action, you need to be clear what you want and to be inspired. Okay, any questions? This was like a fast lesson in coaching. But it's now, if you have questions, we can discuss. Questions?
Yeah. It's very interesting. I think I could do this. I like it. I talk with devotees a lot. We talk, and I understood now. I'm doing some coaching already with some devotees. Sometimes I like this system because I also follow something. I try to divide my time and see what I want to do, make my goals and what I want to achieve. I'm already doing some coaching on myself also. I think I could do it, but I just have a little doubt that I'm so young and why anybody would come to me to coach them and things like that.
Well, there is young doctors, and people go to young doctors who just graduated.
Yeah.
And they start, you have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And young doesn't mean you're not skilled and you're not expert. It just means you don't have experience. But the more you work, the more you get experience, the better you will be. And you can learn from every session. So it's good to reflect after the session and write down your realizations. Like, okay, in this session I could have asked this question and I didn't ask it. I could have tried to understand better this person first, or maybe I jumped into early. But there is two schools of coaching, directional and non-directional. And like Coaching Academy in England, they say that the real coaching is actually non-directional coaching, where you don't give advice. You only ask questions, listen, reflect back. And I don't agree with either of them. I say that it depends who is in front of you. What will you use? Will it be directional or non-directional? And if you like to teach, then there is always a challenge to tell people what to do. But it's better to ask them, let them think. Coaching facilitates thinking. People are lazy to think. So coaching facilitates thinking, and this is your service to them, to help them think. If you look at my Facebook, often devotees ask, oh please Prabhu, enlighten us. Please give your answer. And I say, what about you? do you have any brain? Oh wait, can you please use your intelligence and enlighten us? And then they, many of them, they like to actually give an answer, but they're shy. So I encourage them to think and to use their intelligence and to give an answer. So with your clients, try to avoid telling them what to do, but help them with your questions and with your listening to think and to use their intelligence. That's more powerful. It's so exciting. But basic things you can tell them, like we have a structure, you organize life like this, you ask yourself these questions, how to achieve clarity. You can give them tools, but they have to think. And the main tool in coaching is questions. But it's good that you become a good listener. Over time you will develop this skill, because by better listening and better understanding, you will ask better questions. And then they will, you help them to think. You will help them to think much better with better questions. And I have like whole folder which is only books on questions, how to ask questions, coaching questions, excellent questions, change your questions, change your life. So you can learn a lot. And do you have a memory stick here? No. Okay.
I only have this.
I forgot to tell you to bring something so you can copy materials from me. But I will come to Slovenia. I come back on the 6th of November, and I will be in Ljubljana probably a couple of days, so we can copy then all the materials. But please write it down and remind me, because I will forget. So on the 6th of November we can copy everything for you from me, all my coaching folder. And not only coaching, I have other folders which can help you. And don't worry if you cannot read all this, because if it's there when you need it, you can use it. You can go to Jack Canfield, Brian Tracy if you need about management, this and that. It just needs space, like I don't know how many, 500 gigabytes. You just need space to store this, and you don't worry about it. You don't have to read everything. You just look sometimes and let your intuition guide you. Okay, let me check this one. But it's good to have this. You don't have to always ask people, please can you send me, but you have it there and you can find it in your files. And then it's important to talk to other devotees who do similar services, like Andrei Peshets. He's teaching and consulting people. I can connect you with some devotees who are coaches. You can learn from them. You can ask them, interview with them how you coach people. You can become a member of our group. Maybe you are already a member, this Gita coaching group, no? There is a Gita coaching group on Facebook, my group, which is for devotee coaches. So we share tools there. Not many people are so active, but they read. And you can also be active there. You can share, you can ask questions, you can answer questions. So there I have a files section, and when you become a member you can download all these tons of coaching tools are there. You can learn so many things there. I have also articles, a lot of articles. You have things for marketing, how you can advertise your coaching, and so it's all there already. So you have tons of tools already there that you can download, but you have to download one by one. But you can choose, you look, choose what you will download first. So networking with other coaches is powerful. You can learn from them. And then you have to give up all shyness and all fear and lack of confidence. You just approach this professionally. This is my service, I want to do it. Andre can help you. He also was young and he didn't know, shall I do this? And some devotees say, well, you're too young and something, but I encourage him to do it. And now he's confident, he can do it. He gets donations, sometimes he gets paid for this. You can speak to Andre, he can share last 2-3 years experience. I think it will help you a lot, to see how he went, and it was in Slovenia also, so it's very, very valuable for you, his experience in Slovenia. Then try to read from people who have a great desire to help people. Authors different, Prabhupada is always there, but other devotees are also, like Satchidananda Swami, he has nice tools also for coaching. Tree of Life he was helping Pandavasena, mentors. So I can also give you, I have everything from him. And the last file I found this about Tree of Life for mentors. You can learn from Satchidananda Swami, you can learn from Bhaktitirtha Swami also, his books have coaching tools. You can learn from Bhuta Bhavana Prabhu also, he's my friend, and he's, I don't know if he visited Slovenia, but he's also like a success teacher. Then who has tools? There is one Mataji, but somehow she doesn't reply to my communications, but she coached me also, Bhaktin Sanya from Zurich. She's from Serbia originally, but she lives in Zurich. She's also a very good coach, Bhaktin Sanya Stojmenovsky. And on our group there is more coaches, so we can, I can look and tell you. But it's good if you connect and learn from them, take some of their tools or ideas. Then I'm very active on my Facebook page, and you can find a lot of tools or one-liners, like principles, ideas, tools, challenges, and you can choose whatever you like for your coaching. I have a Gita coaching also outline of this seminar for coaches, so there you can also learn some things from, maybe I send it to you, no? Gita coach training.
You sent something.
Yeah, one file. So you can take a look at that. Did I send you super coaching book?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this book, you read it first, then I can send you some other books, which are like classics, like essential reading for coaches. I have 2 or 3 more. And of course, these coaches that have written those books, they have a passion for coaching, they have passion for helping people, so you can, like imbibe some of this spirit by reading their books. Most of them also speak, so you can find them on YouTube, you can hear. The author of Super Coaching has only 1 or 2 videos on YouTube. He's like an old guy, he's from England, he's conservative, he doesn't use YouTube so much. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, he only has somebody else recording video and interviewing him. But he's an amazing coach. This author of Super Coaching, Graham Alexander, he's one of the best in the world. Then Laura Berman Forgang, Now What? you know that. And there is one also. It's called Coaching for Performance. John Whitmore. This is also one of the classics, and there you have also explanation in super coaching. You have explanation of the grow model in detail. So you can see this goal, reality, options, and will. So you can also in this other book that I will send you, Coaching for Performance, you have also John Whitmore's explanation of the grow model. So they explain it a little bit differently, but you know, basically it's the same. You can learn which questions to ask. It's very important to develop a desire to help people. Then, you know, intelligence comes and ideas how to learn. And so,
how people find you?
How people find you? You can have it. Just a second. Oh, I know. It's not plugged in. Sorry. You can have a Facebook page. You can have a free website. There's a couple of free websites that you can make your own website very simple. You can have a YouTube channel, and as you start coaching people, they will also be doing marketing for you or satisfied clients. They tell other people. You can also tell them, if you bring me clients, I give you a discount on coaching sessions. Then what will make a big promotion for you is public talks, public speeches, seminars, workshops, you know, interact with groups, and then you can offer them also personal sessions. That's maybe the best way to do advertisement for coaching, you know, public events. Then writing articles, writing books. You can make short videos, you can make longer videos, you can record your seminars and then publish them. That's also, so all these things, anything you can do to let people know that you are available to offer help and support and guidance for achieving their goals. Nowadays with the social media, you can have a lot of marketing for free. But you work, because you're a devotee, you don't work alone. You work with Krishna. So, you know, when Krishna sees your desire, he will send you clients also. And he will connect you with people. So we as aspiring devotees, we don't work alone. We work with Krishna. Also, Krishna is in people's hearts. So when you speak to people, then also Krishna can inspire them to do certain things, to understand certain things. So you think about the super soul in their heart also when you speak to them. And pray also, Krishna, please help me. Please inspire these people to help me to help them. So, and then in this way you don't feel alone. How can I help this person? You know, he has so many problems. But actually you're not alone. You try to help them to connect with the super soul. So this is the difference between the spiritual coaching and other coaching.
And I just say I'm a coach and I start coaching.
Yes.
No need to
if there look, if there is any courses, training courses in Slovenia that you can afford to pay for, or free courses, sometimes they give a free introductory course. If you can fly to London, maybe there is cheap flights. Every month they give free introductory courses. I don't know if it's 2 days. Coaching Academy, and they are very good. Before this course was paid £600, but now they are doing it for free because then people sign up for more courses. They use it as marketing now. But even in this first course, you learn so much. So this is one free course you can take immediately. Cheap flights, maybe €20, €30 return ticket. Go to London, maybe sleep in the temple or something, some devotee. We can see about that, or you can ask also devotees in Slovenia if they have somebody to help you. So you attend this course and you already have, they give you a certificate from the coaching academy, so you have your first certificate. But if you have some other training that you can afford to pay, usually they're not so cheap, but sometimes some are maybe cheaper, or I don't know. Then you can have. I have some diplomas. I have 3 diplomas from Newcastle College. I have a diploma from Coaching Academy. This certificate. Then I went through the 7 Habits training with one devotee who was working for them. I didn't get the diploma, but I went through their train the trainer program. I have a list of everything, all the training I got myself. So you always take more training and put it on your list. I have this training. But if you learn the basic things and start coaching and continue learning, then you will learn. It's not a rocket science. You will learn. The best coaches in the world never went to any coaching school because they are just self-education. They have passion to learn and passion to help, and then God helps them. But to start with, you can start, I'm a life coach and training, and please, I want to offer you a free session, and then practice. Help them with their problem, help them with their goal. You can do it with your friends, some of your friends. And start to see yourself as a coach, and introduce yourself as a coach. And then deliver value, deliver tools, deliver support, help. Then you develop content on your social media, you post different quotes, you describe what you do, you write some articles about certain things. For example, you can describe all these things that they are learning, how I will work with you. I'm a coach, this is how I will work with you. We will do this first, this second, this third, and then they see, he has a structure. Then you can write about different topics, how people sabotaging themselves. You can write about negative inner dialogue that is sabotaging us. You can write about fear, lack of confidence. Anything that helped you, you can write about and share it with people. Or anything that really inspires you when you read it, you can share. You write something in the books, for example, like in Super Coaching, and you can quote this. You can say Graham Alexander or this other Ben Renshaw, other author of Super Coaching, said this, or just say this from the book Super Coaching. And sometimes I don't even give reference where it is from, because I feel so strongly about something that I can, practically die for it, and it's mine. Also, I feel this is mine. They just expressed it. I wasn't able to express it myself, so they expressed it so clearly. But I think this is also my quote, my realization. So I just don't even give reference. I just put it there as if it's mine. Then what you can do, which I didn't mention, is interviews. It's very important. Interviews. I'm telling this now to Andre.
With clients?
No, interviews as a coach. You make an interview with somebody, make an interview with you, and they ask you about coaching, like a journalist. So what I used to do, it's a little trick. I write interview with Akrura Das in London on 15 September 2017. And then I write Q and A. And nobody asks me who is Q, but Q is me. So I create my own questions and I give my own answers and I have an interview. I don't wait for the journalist to come to me and say, please enlighten us, because they will not do that. So in this way, you have an interview without a journalist, but people get value. They read it, and there is a question that maybe they will ask about what is coaching, and you can publish it, transcribe it. If you do audio interview, then it's good to have another person, because you can also interview, you can also do audio with yourself. But if you have written interview, then you don't need a journalist. You have just Q&A. And in this way you can do an interview 2 times a month minimum with you. And now what you can do now, when you go home, for example, you can sit and write down everything you know already. Not everything about everything, but just bullet points. I feel confident I know about basketball, or whatever you know. I feel confident I know about this aspect of success. I feel confident, for example, about clarity. Now I'm becoming more clear what I want. So this is, whatever you become better at, this is something you can teach people, or you can help new clients with. You can help new clients. And it's good to have this. These are like pillars of your service, of your job, of your success, of your service to people. That, okay, I'm very good in clarity, and I can help clients with clarity. When you develop greater confidence, you can help people with confidence. Confidence is a big, everybody has lack of confidence. They are afraid, Fear is a big, this related to confidence. Fear is a big obstacle to success for everybody, devotees, non-devotees. So you can become expert in helping people to remove fear. And also these people, I'm really grateful to these success teachers, because they do so much research and they read so many things and then they condense it and they present it in their books, and you have everything in one book. Like hundreds of hours of research they condense in one book, and you have it there ready for you to use it. You don't have to read so much. You take one author who is already done research, like Brian Tracy, for example, and you use it. So you don't have to read too many books. I could read super coaching for years and be very happy, and use. There is so many things there. There's tons of things. I mean, you need 10 years to apply all this, or maybe more. So you don't have to learn less for success. Some say you learn two or more, but information overall doesn't help you. Better learn a few things, but learn them well and apply them well, and then you will have benefit. But if you get like tons of information and you don't know how to use it, and you don't remember everything, it's not very effective. But if you learn a few basic things about coaching, about how to work with clients, and apply it and internalize it and realize it, then you will be a powerful coach. Then, how to develop confidence for speaking? You can record yourself. You can speak alone into the microphone. If you don't know what to speak, then you can read something that you have written. That's easier. So you write something and then you read it and you listen to it. Okay, how do I sound? Does it sound convincing? Will I be convinced to listen to somebody like this? And you say, well, maybe I can be more confident, when I speak. So this is first step. You record yourself and listen to yourself. Second step is you have smaller group of people, or one person who wants to listen to you, or 1 or 2 people, and you tell them, okay, I'm going to give you a 20-minute seminar about setting goals, and you do this, and record it, and then you listen to this. Then you can go to a bigger group, 5, 10 people, and in this way slowly you build up confidence that you can speak and people can listen to you. Then you can choose one topic that is already important for you, and learn a little bit from different couple of resources. You can choose, for example, you can choose a topic of goal setting, and then you say, okay, I want to write an article on goal setting. But then you have to learn, what is goal setting, how to set goals, what are the obstacles to setting goals, how the goal should be clear, and then you compose an article and you present it on your Facebook, your website. You can have a blog. WordPress is the best blog. WordPress. Google Blogger, that's Google blog. It's also good. So you can have 2 blogs if you want. And you have your first written piece of material. And then you can write the second article, and then these articles actually can become your book later. You can put them in the book. Something is happening here. Some pop up. You can check if it's recording.
It is.
It is, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some
So these are some of the basic things.
Mm-hmm.
These are some of the basic things you can do to start your coaching service, coaching practice, coaching business, and then use use everything from the social media. Many people are offering a lot of free stuff from which you can learn a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you some names, ebooks, and you can. So one thing is important for you to create your own library, success library, where you have a lot of ebooks and different how is it called them, reports or short ebooks or articles. Then you can always find something that you can learn from. Continuous learning is one of the important principles of a successful teacher and coach. Always learning. We never know enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, any questions?
It seems quite easy to do it, I think. I will learn by doing it. I will learn what kind of different people are, and what kind of different problems they have. I read some the books and I'll get more idea how to do it.
Yeah. I mean, you can get stronger in the grow model, learn a little bit more about the grow model, and you can start using this structure. You can even have it on a piece of paper. A couple of basic questions, you can have it on a piece of paper in your first sessions, but later you can work without this. GRO or a Gita model, whatever you want to use.
Mm-hmm.
And but you have a basic structure. I mean, you have recorded here. I have given you 3 ways you can help your clients. One is grow model, one is Gita model. So this is like one. You can choose one or the other. Then one is this weekly planner where you have mission, roles, and goals. And one is also this question. Choose what you want, make a plan, remove obstacles, and take action. So you can also work with this. So you have like 3 structures, and for some clients, one of them will be better than the other. So if you have a couple of tools, then, because people are different, then you use different. Some really needs time management, so this is perfect for them.
Mm-hmm.
But this is actually for organizing whole life.
No.
Some people maybe want to work only on one goal, so these other 2 are. But this, if you want to organize your whole life and all the goals and everything, so this is more appropriate for this. And coach yourself every day. Coach yourself every day. Use these tools for yourself. Start using them. I think if you use for 1 month these all three or at least one of these tools, then I think it will be easier for you to start asking people for a trial session. And you can use this same tool that you were using on yourself. I think this will give you a lot of confidence. It's powerful.
Yeah. You listen to Vaishishka Prabhu sometimes. I see he's also like a coach. He talks about goals and setting goals, how important they are, and also a lot of things I learned from him and inspired me, and I taught this to others.
But it's good to have all these things recorded in a written form.
Yeah,
if you hear something from him, write it down.
Yeah.
This is your future tool.
Yeah.
I like him very much. I had one session with him. He asked me for a session. It was something about time management. I think he's both very devotional and very professional. He's very smart. He has smart boxes also. And he's one of the devotees in ISKCON that inspires me the most. And I think when you listen to his classes, you can always find tools for coaching, but you need to record them. You need to put them in a file.
Like this,
Yeah, you need to put them in a file, and then think, how can I use it to coach my clients? Whether it's devotee clients or people outside, it doesn't matter. The principles are the same. So you can feel a stronger connection with your guru if you are learning from him how to do your mission, your service, your job. And basically in this way you can always think about him. That this came from him, he's always present. But I also want to encourage you to learn from Prabhupada, Prabhupada is a Maha coach. Learn from him, he has so many tools. When you read slowly his books and his conversations, letters, in his letters you can find personal instruction to many devotees, and then you can find a lot of tools that are not in the books, practical tools. I'm giving a seminar in Split on Saturday and Sunday called My Dear Mind, and I'm using some letters, Prabhupada's letters, where he gives instructions how to control the mind. So you can always keep your strong connection with Srila Prabhupada. This will give you a lot of strength to do any service, including coaching.
It's interesting to me how this came. I needed some help, what to do with my life, and I needed some coaching. Now I understood I should be a coach. I should do this.
That's good.
So,
why not?
Yeah.
If you like to help people, this is a powerful way. And even there was a guru seminar in ISKCON. They developed a guru seminar, and then I think gurus complained, and they said, okay, why don't we have a disciple seminar, because many people don't know how to be a disciple. You're teaching us how to be gurus. But in a guru seminar, they used the whole section was about coaching skills. Because coaching skills are useful for preachers, for gurus, for project leaders, for managers. It's very useful for any aspect of life, for parents, husbands. And then also this will help you to prepare if you want to change ashram later and become a husband. You will become more organized, you will become more responsible, you will become more inspired. And when you come like this, you will be more attractive husband for any woman, and you will help her also to organize her life and to be more focused, and it will help your marriage also. Then if you have kids, you can teach them all these things from the age of 5 or 6, and then they will be, champions. It's exciting. It's exciting. Prabhupada is an amazing motivational speaker. I mean, he has so many motivational quotes from Prabhupada. Phew, you can't imagine. He's the best success teacher on the planet. So you can learn from him and take. I use all Prabhupada's teachings for coaching, but you can coach people only with the Gita, because in Gita there is so much. Only just you can always find something for somebody in the Gita. So you can, if you like, you can do that too. But I use, because I like to read letters, I like to see how Prabhupada helped people. So I use everything: conversations, letters, lectures, and books. But you can take one book and then coach people with one book, if you like, if there is your favorite book. There is this book, Light of the Bhagavat, which was published after Prabhupada left, which also can be super good for coaching. It's called, it's one chapter from the 10th canto.
Yeah, the autumn.
Yeah.
It's for coaching.
It has metaphors. It's very good for coaching. You can find coaching tools there. Then small books are very good for coaching also. They teach you basics, like Perfection of Yoga. It's a powerful book. It's just trains you in disciplining the mind, controlling the senses. I recommend this book, Perfection of Yoga. It's made from Prabhupada's lectures and purports from the 6th chapter, lectures on the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So many resources. And when you read books, then some authors will touch you more than others. So then you use their tools. Somebody is more inspired by Tony Robbins, somebody more by Brian Tracy, somebody more by Jack Canfield. I'm speaking now about professional tools. But also, you're more inspired maybe with your guru, somebody inspired by Bhaktivedanta Swami. But whatever inspires you, save it. And then share it and use it for your coaching.
You said you also use Jyotish.
No, I don't. I'm a little reserved. Astrology can be very good, and astrologers can be very good coaches, but sometimes astrology can make people negative and limiting. Like they say, next period is Rahu, and then in Rahu you're useless. and I say, okay, by your karma it's Rahu, but Krishna is more powerful than your karma. So just you can be even more successful in Rahu period than in any other period where you relax, everything will be okay and sunny for me. Because you can beat karma by Krishna's mercy. Krishna can help you beat your karma. So or there is, you find a woman and it says, it's very bad, we will never agree, you will fight. And then, but if you put Krishna in the center, you have the same mission, and you and she push, then you will not fight, because you have the same goal, and you beat your bad past relationship or karma. But I think Moksha Rupi Prabhu is a good astrologer coach, and there Dadi Moksha Prabhu, he's from Velika Gorica, he's from Croatia. They're, they are astro coach. If you like to develop this, you can. But also there is so many tools you can use without astrology that are very powerful. It's just as foolish not to use them. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Change Your Questions, Change Your Life. There is Maximum Achievement, also book, Super Coaching. It's packed with tools that we don't use. And then sometimes information comes to me that there is in Mahabharata, they tell me something that I read in a success book. Some powerful point. So Mahabharata, Ramayana, Bhagavatam, all the Puranas, you can find tools that you also find in success books. But sometimes success book reminds you that, oh my God, this is in the Bhagavatam, but I didn't see it like this, and I didn't use it. I didn't know how to use it. Now they give me an idea how to use it. So in this way, you use professional knowledge to actually appreciate Shastra more. Not to become follower of some self-help guru, which sometimes happens. That's a danger of studying these books. I don't recommend too many books. I didn't read too many of these books. I read a couple of books which are classics, but they give you, they give you the basic tools. And then always look for the tools in the Shastra. That's more exciting for devotees. Prabhupada's coaching tools.
You coach non-devotees also, no?
Huh?
Non-devotees, you also coach?
Sometimes they come to me. I coach them if they have some goodness or spiritual goals.
I think not usually.
No. I work with congregations, so congregations sometimes are professionals, so I help them with the business, with family relationships, but also with sadhana.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not inspired to coach people who have materialistic goals.
Mm-hmm.
So you can choose your clients. You can choose people who are more in the mode of goodness, more have some spiritual inclination, and help them, and they pay you. You can choose clients that you are inspired to help. You don't have to force yourself to work, because there is so many people, so many clients. You don't have to coach people who are completely materialistic just because you need money.
Many people look for this.
Oh yeah, no, they don't know. In Slovenia, it's a new profession, so you can be one of the first coaches in Slovenia. Like Andre is becoming one of the first motivational speakers and very famous. And I don't know. He wants to do one-to-one. He's doing one-to-one also, but you have to see if you want how much you want to do. But if your main focus is one-to-one coaching, then it's also good to do public talks.
Mm-hmm.
If your main focus is public talks, it's also good for you to do some individual consultations or coaching sessions, because it gives you also, it's a challenge for you, and also it helps you in public speaking. If you get to know people more personally, then your public speaking will be of better quality. You will say things that are relevant to individuals. You will understand more like this. And it's good for a talker to listen. It's very good for his own development to listen to people, to be like, this is also service. Listening is service. And for listener, it's good to talk. Some people, it's easier for them to listen. And when you ask them to talk, they say, But some people will talk, and when you ask them to listen, they say, I can't listen, I have no patience, So whatever is challenge for you, you do it. Not too much, but you can do it.
Can you show me some more tools that you use?
I think this is good for you to practice, to start with. And you can learn from the books.
You have more tools?
Well, there is thousands of tools, millions. I don't know them all. But these are very powerful basic tools. If you ask me a specific question, then I can answer. But if you practice these three on yourself and on others, this will be a good foundation, and then you can learn more. But if you can ask me a specific question and I can answer about tools. Now.
For your specific tools for specific goals.
Are there specific tools for specific goals? It's a nice question.
I'm asking about the different tools. What kind of tools do you use?
The main tool is questions. Questions, and first questions which clarify. First, clarify what people want. Clarify how they plan to do it. Clarify what are the obstacles, and clarify what action they are willing to take. So clarification is a powerful tool, because it helps people to be clear what they want and what will they do about it. Then they can get results. One important aspect of coaching is that it's results oriented. You always want to see results. Some coaches don't charge if you don't get results. That's also very powerful. Very few people offer this in the market. But results they will get if they take action. They will not get great results because you are a great coach. They will only get results if they take very, very powerful action. And use your tools, use your tips, use your conclusions that you had in the session.